This week's Swarf and Chips, we're at Technoset in Rugby. They have another place in Hastings. I am unfortunate with Lyndsey because you might find out when we work together, she is at the bane of my life. That's a bit harsh.
I am.
Absolutely.
I am.
Anyway, come on, while we're here.
We're here at Technoset in Rugby.
Already said that.
I know. And we're about to find out why they have had some, what their stumbling blocks were and where they are today and how they became so
and where
successful.
they're going, which is on the up and...
On the up.
Look at this, status board. Love a manual status board. Do you love a manual status board?
I do, but I think there are better out there because...
We're going to find out all about it, but let's have a quick look at their machine shop. You'll
You're gonna
get
have
the
a tour
vibe.
and then speak to Adam a bit later.
I'm walking backwards, so if I fall over, don't laugh. First of all, these B&Js, they do love a Citizen. This is B&J 42 SYS. Now, perfect part here. Again, we like working, Chris. Plastic, the bane of everybody's life, having to stop and start probably every 10, 20 parts because the swarf build up. Not anymore. We'll come to that. We'll find out why in a minute.
Adam is the operations director here, and the first thing he said to us was the fact that he loves the LFV technology on these machines. We'll talk about it a bit later, but he is blown away by it, and that's why...
You missed the status board. You missed the status board.
Okay, we saw the status board.
Right, milling cell.
Okay.
Come back here. So milling cell, not many of them, mainly used for second op. So a lot of work done on the sliders on the fixed head machines. I'm going to clobber one of the... They love an apprentice here. Now, quick question. Sorry to interrupt your work.
What's your name? Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel, brilliant.
Why'd you get into engineering?
Well, first of all, my dad works here.
But you had no choice.
No, had no choice, but I'm more of a hands-on person, so
So you like making stuff?
yeah. Always like making stuff. Used to fix bikes when I was younger, skateboards, scooters.
Will you be running this company in a few years' time?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Quick
that's what
question
we'll
then.
learn to.
PSL data track's coming in. It's going to monitor loads of things like scrap and stuff like that. Is that going to be an issue? Do you scrap much stuff? But one
Never.
Oh, there you go, perfect. Now, very quickly, milling on these machines. There you go. I'll pop that in my hand. So you're thinking, is that really a mill pod? It is only very small, but making a few of these at a time. Is it super efficient? That's why we're here. But that's why PSL Data Tracker here, and that is why they're investing in new machines.
A
for
new
these mills.
DMG Mori DMU50.
Correct. With
5-axis capabilities.
a
do
robot loader. So you
Oh,
didn't
and
listen,
that
Lyndsey.
too.
This is what I have to work
And
with
that
as well.
too.
Right, come through here. So we're going into their fixed head section. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to trip her up. If you've got that camera, you have to delete it. But these are your ABX51TH. One of the older machines, but it's a great example.
bit older like you.
Wow, brutal. Look at that. So that is a perfect example of what these machines are making with the bar feed, so knocking them out all day, every day. Don't touch it! But she touched it. Wow. So slotted, groove, board. Look at that. Work camera. Come on, next machine. Pop that there. Ruin the day's production. Come on, Lyndsey. So
Okay.
you've got some torn-off sliders here. Absolutely love them.
Status board.
No, we're not having status boards next time we come here. They do like the guidebush, non-guidebush option on the torn-off machines. Absolutely brilliant.
Status
Please,
board.
Please, no.
What are you looking
Stop
for?
that, stop that. Someone's nicked my part. You've nicked my part.
I've nicked
This is the
that.
perfect part for the ABX64. So a big fixed head machine. I'm going to just double check.
It's a nice part, actually,
Twin
isn't
spindle,
it?
twin turret.
Well, we pre-planned that, obviously. I just want to see how you cope under pressure, Colin. Status board.
Please don't mention status board anymore. We're nearly there. So you've got your stars there. Absolutely love these machines. Really do. Gentlemen, I did ask him why he liked the machines. He wasn't very descriptive. He's an engineer. He just said, I love them. Simple as that.
It's great.
Brilliant.
So,
now,
oh,
almost
no,
there.
no,
but
you
I'm
go,
running, I'm
Colin.
running the show. So here's one I prepared earlier.
I'll go. Bye.
This is their latest acquisition. Not this one. This is a Type 4 M32, so 432. This, the Type 5 M32 with...
The LFV.
What does LFV stand for?
Low frequency vibration.
She's only got to nailed it. Great example of that is these parts here. Don't film them, you're not allowed to, but you can film this part here. So nice example there. Aluminium, threaded, big bore, thin walls, surface finish. Not about the cycle time, it's about the fact it can run 24/7
Yes.
with the LFV.
It's actually quite interesting, Colin, because a lot of companies that we've been seeing as of late, they're actually increasing their cycle times, but because they're automated solutions, it's all about the throughput. Go on.
Right, so
Another status board.
I know the stage board. We will not see that. It's a thing of the
Past.
Thank you. Actually, it's a bit of a Christmas thing. Past, current, future. Are you what's his name? Griswold?
Screws.
There we go. So we're going to see where it goes to with the help of PSL Data Track. You're going to have a chat with Adam.
Adam, thank you for allowing us to take a little tour of your facility. So as a company then, what's changed for you over the past few years?
Well, obviously it's been a challenge for everybody, but we're now through the difficult times and really pushing on. As the pandemic struck, Technoset was considered as an aerospace subcontract machine shop.
Yeah.
75% of our order book was aerospace aligned. So that became a challenge very, very quickly. We sat down, we looked at what we needed to do, where were the opportunities to grow our business. And we really saw that as being a precision engineering subcontractor that could offer our customers solutions. Moving away from the aerospace world, working in different sectors such as fibre optics, communication, original equipment manufacturers such as lasers, stuff like that. And we've really pushed on. And now we're recovering and we're beyond where we were before the pandemic.
Which is wonderful. And we're going to hear a few reasons as to why you're there. First though, apprentices, because you said about taking the business forward, you've got a very high percentage of apprentices to the staff members as a whole. So what's the reason behind this?
So we've recognised that the apprentices being the future, as technology progresses, these young engineers, they just get it.
Yeah.
They understand the interfaces on the machines, their IT skills are absolutely superb.
Not as good as ours then, no.
But they just get used to it, and they also adapt to changes in interfaces and systems very, very quickly. But there is some great young engineering talent out there, and what we wanted to do is look for the succession plan, look to the future, bring them in, embed them in the technology and keep driving.
Them and hone them into you and teach them the core of what you're all about at a very, very young age.
Absolutely.
Very, very successful. So, okay, purchases, we're talking about, let's talk about some equipment. You are going to, or you have bought a DMG Mori?
So it's been, exciting times. That's, open to say that's been ordered, arrives spring into summer next year.
What machine is it?
DMU 53rd gen, so this is a new capability to Technoset, being a simultaneous 5 machine, but sitting alongside that, put an automation system, billet loading as well. So that's going to be able to see us through the night, 24/5 production.
And you know what, you've got, as we've already seen, your sliders, we always say sliders and fixed head machines are like automated solutions anyway, so you're going into the next level.
Absolutely, all of our turning machines are all fed bar feeders, but our milling section has always been manually loaded. So now we're looking to push that productivity level up in that section, and this system from DMG Mori is going to be excellent.
Well, talking about that system, sorry, because I've got to move on. PSL Data Track, huge kind of transformation. It's interesting because actually they've used PSL Data Track for quite a long time, but you haven't really utilised it until recently, have you?
No, it's really fair to say the PSL Data Track's been in here at Technoset since 1998. But really in the last 3 years we've pushed on what we've done with Data Track.
Since he's been here? Yep.
We're looking at how Data Track and the information within it drives everything in our business, from quoting, production, quality, how we use that information to give us improvements, how we are able then to communicate that back to our customer as well. The Data Track system, we've also expanded our modules that we've brought in.
Oh, that's when everyone's gone on a break, by the way. So everyone's probably, you're going to see people coming back from their breaks as well. But we've been working a lot throughout, haven't we, all day? Right, let's talk about this then, the modules.
So the modules, we've expanded our modules recently, shop floor data collection, bill of materials. But this roadmap just takes us through the process of how a job goes through our business from the very front of a customer and a new account.
So on this side, yes.
Left to right, it's exactly our process. The middle section being the production, the quality, and then all the way to raising an invoice at the end. But the real critical thing for us here at Technoset, we still obviously work in the aerospace sector, and that traceability for us is important. And the links between every part of every module within Data Track gives us our requirement for our AS9100.
It's traceability, it's kind of getting all of the data from the whole business all in one hub, so everyone's kind of on the same page. This here, is this a, actually, I don't know what it is. Tell me what it is.
So this is part of a project we're embarking on now, which is around digitalisation in the shop floor. We're looking at digital status boards with PSL Data Track.
That's all on here.
And that will all be on here, a second screen on here. So this is This is the access point for our operators. So
Right.
we're in prototype, but this is the access point for our operators to input their production data. Then their production progress will all be reported on a separate screen, and then a third screen also to go on here. But this is around the digitisation project, getting the paper off the shop floor,
Yes.
bringing everything, all the data into one place and communicating it across and tying everything together across our business.
Right, and well, I think there's Colin's underwear in there as well, so we don't want to have a look in there.
Lyndsey, Adam, thank you very much. And big problem solved. I know where my underwear is now, so that's all sorted. Jeff, sorry to break that to you, but how do you feel about something like that?
Well, it makes me think of status boards, Colin. It's a great example. It shows that Technoset are a very well managed, well organised business, but of course all this data is manually displayed and manually updated. That's where status boards come in. They can then digitise this, which is part of the overall project that Technoset are working on at the moment.
Okay, so this, great but slow.
Great but slow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Technoset, great co. It's Techno Group, because it's Technoset and Techno Turn, if I'm correct.
Yes.
How long have they had PSL data track?
Technoset since 1998.
Right, I'm going to try and do some maths, and I'm going to fail. We need to digitise that, get a calculator.
Yeah, 23
But
years.
Which, in terms of customers, how long down the line were they?
Well, they were our 8th customer.
Right, so a bit of a leap of faith, or?
It was a little bit at the time. I think they said, well, why should we go with you? And we said, well, if you do, we'll have an eighth customer.
Brilliant, there you go. So, all good. And since then, you haven't looked back?
We haven't looked back at all, no.
Okay.
It's,
And people who don't know PSL Data Track, it is a production control software,
yes,
but for engineers.
specifically designed for subcontract precision
Right.
engineers, yeah.
So there are other systems out there. Oh, hold on,
Oh,
we need
he's
to get
on the
past
board.
this quick.
Yeah.
Sorry. It makes him sort of trepidation, nervous, not happy with that. Run well, but you can make it a lot
It's
better.
another board, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are other production control software solutions out there, I'm afraid to say, but engineering specific.
Well, that's truthfully, Colin. We specialise in this particular industry,
Yep.
so the terminology, the nuances, the configuration options we have, they're tailored at this specific industry.
Right, okay. So and then people doing their quotes on cigarette packets, if they exist anymore, envelopes, not
To be
anymore.
honest, if you're doing a quote, however you work a quote out, you've got to think about process, you've got to think about material, you've got to think about subcon. If you're doing that, why not do it in data track?
Yep, so
and then you can just flow it through the system.
Okay, right. I buy your system. I have to buy a whole big package. I'm not going to use it all.
No, not at all. So it's a modular system. So
Right.
the idea is you invest in as much of the software as you need, depending on the size of your business and the demands you've got at that point in time.
Okay, so we saw the roadmap on the cell you're developing with Adam and Technical. So you can
Yeah.
choose any one of those modules that suits you, and you know that then works. So you can add some more and add some more.
Exactly. The whole thing's integrated, so it all works together. But it's also designed in such a way that if you need to bypass certain areas within reason, that's also possible.
Okay, now this is, was it 21 machines? I can't.
I think it was 21.
I think it is. Yeah, we'll get
Yeah,
that right.
yeah.
But one thing I have noticed, there's no one here. I think it's all super efficient already.
I think that's testament to how organised they are. Yeah.
Yep. But so you've got a tough job to take it to the next level then.
Yeah, but it's about improving that utilisation. There's always room to make things better,
Yep.
faster, quicker, get more information back.
So when we come back, these will be gone. We'll have a great cell. The status boards, interactive, all green lights.
I look forward to seeing it done.
Brilliant. We look forward to returning as well. Thank you for joining us, Jeff. Absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to have a final chat with Lyndsey.
I do not ever want to work with you again.
Right, is the camera on? Is the microphone on?
I don't know.
The microphone's on. Hello. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed the walk and talk. Lyndsey did struggle with the walk and talk at the same time.
Multitasking.
How are we going to see any of these anymore?
These we're not going to see anymore because we will do another Swarf and Chips, but with PSL data track fully integrated into
stop
technical
there. Two things you've learned.
facility.
Two things you've learned today.
You're not very good at showing us around a machine shop, and
That's it. Two things you learned. Rubbish. So it's all about progressing, digitalisation, automation. So your DMG Mori, DMU50 with a robot arm.
the PSL data track is going to improve their company from start to finish, and that you turned down a pizza, so we got sandwiches to eat today.
Can I have my pants back, please?
Yeah, they're in there.